This
Okay,
meeting
beta.
is being recorded.
So up till now, what we have had in our class is we covered till let me see. Yes, बेटा हमने पहला सेक्शन कवर कर लिया था, ठीक है? We have covered the whole 1.1 and 1.2 section of chapter 1, physical quantities and measuring techniques. Okay, beta? And now in today's class, I want to ask you all, what do we have to do? हम क्या करें आज? Either we solve more past papers or either we move ahead with our new topics. That is uncertainty. जी बेटा.
Sir, solve more past papers.
Or past paper solve home. This is what I want as well. Because in A levels, you want discipline with past papers. जितने past papers solve करें, these are not enough. I mean, मैं जितने भी पास पेपर करवा लूं, अंदर से आवाज आती है यार, आई थिंक और सवाल करने चाहिए थे. ठीक है, तो चलें पास पेपर ही सॉल्व करते हैं. सो लेट्स मूव अहेड. लेट मी शेयर द स्क्रीन. दिस इज आवर स्क्रीन. कूल. अब जरा कोशिश करते हैं इफ वी कैन हैव द पास्ट पेपर्स ऑफ पेपर 2, बिकॉज आई थिंक वी solved a lot of past papers from paper 1. Let me see, where can I have? Oh, I don't think I have a past papers of paper 2 in soft copy. But what we can do is, I do have yearly past papers. तो हम yearly past papers को में से ढूंढ सकते हैं. Okay. So we are going to have the yearly past papers of chapter 1, section 1 and 2, paper 2. चलो लेटेस्ट पास्ट पेपर्स की तरफ चलते हैं. ये वाला सवाल अभी हम नहीं कर सकते because this belongs to section 3. This is what we can do. Beta, let me tell you, sir, are your notes ready? Yes. Workbooks भी print हो गई ईमान. So let me tell you the reference. It's May-June 2018 E22. May-June 2018 E22. Question 1. Okay. First of all, he's asking about what is force. Define force. So if you remember in O levels, we had one of the topic that is what we call momentum. And in the domain of momentum, we explained force as the rate of change of momentum. So A levels mein, you don't define force as the push or pull. In A levels, you have to define force as momentum was not in O levels. It was. According to the new syllabus, जो 2023 में बच्चों ने पेपर दिया है, momentum was the part of the syllabus. I taught all of them in O levels. So define force. How do you define force? The rate of change of momentum. ठीक है? State the SI base unit of force. Anyone wants to add? Mics are open. Chat box is open.
kg ms minus ms to the power -2.
Yes, kg ms minus 2. If you are in the first class and you are having the thought, ये kg ms minus 2 क्या है? That means you missed some of the lectures, because as you can see, we are having lecture number 5. So you have had, or you did not attend lecture 1 till 4. They are already uploaded on YouTube. You can have a look on these lectures. And the channel name is The Physics Unleashed. And if you want to get registered, this is the message or the number of Sir Salman. You can send the class. I mean message. अच्छा जी. मोमेंट ओके सर, आपको बिरयानी है? ओके, चले देखते हैं. kgms minus 2 is the SI base unit of force. Now, what he's saying, the force F between 2 point charges is given by, beta, this is the law which is known as Coulomb's law, which you will have in A2. Okay, A2 mein, there's a topic known as capacitance. In that topic, you will cover that, Coulomb's law. Okay, so here Q1, Q2 are the charges. 4 pi epsilon are the constants. Without 4 pi and epsilon, ये epsilon है, ये constants हैं. While R is the radius. ये सब बताया गया. Q1 and Q2 are the charges. R is the distance between the charges. So let me show you by diagram. If this is Q1, this is Q2. So in between the centers, whatever the distance we have is R. Okay? And what do you think will happen? They will repel each other as like charges repel. Okay? So use the above expression to determine the base unit of epsilon. What is this? A Greek letter by the name of epsilon. Okay? Now, जिसका भी आपको बेस यूनिट निकालना है, make it subject. इसको subject बना लो. So epsilon will be equal to Q1, Q2 upon 4 pi F. This is how I simplified this equation. Okay. Now, Q can be broken down into current into time. And other Q can also be broken down into current into time. 4 pi is a number, इसके कोई unit नहीं होते, तो हम unit नहीं लिखेंगे. While force is written as it is. Now what I'm about to do, I am going to replace current, time and force by their base units. So current has a base unit ampere, time has a base unit second, same goes with this, and force has a base unit kgms minus 2. You forgot the radius. Oh, thank you. Thank you. R square. And for radius has unit meter. So meter square will be for radius square. So whenever we are solving the base units, we do not left anything in the denominator. So देखें क्या होगा. Ampere into ampere, ampere square, second square, and kg. M into m square becomes m cube. And s minus 2. So in तमाम को ऊपर लेकर आ जाए. What will happen? kg -1, जब ऊपर आएंगे पावर विल बी इनवर्स, m-3 a square s square, and when this comes above s square बन जाएगा, यानी s raised to the power -2 will become s raised to the power square. So basically same power will add, and hence kg -1 mq a square plus 4 is the base unit of epsilon. Now, यही चीज if examiner asks in paper 1 will be against 1 mark, and the same thing is being asked against 2 marks or against 3 marks in paper 2. That is why it is easy to obtain better marks in paper 2 as compared to paper 1. Okay, because paper 1 is a bit time consuming. Understood? If you have any question up till now, this was a very small question which we have had. Okay. Remember, if you want to ask any question, chat box is open, mics are open. Good. So let's move towards, let me find other question related to section 1. Sorry, chapter 1, section 1 and 2. Yeah. This is having a reference of October-November 2017, P23. Question 1. How do you define power?
The time taken for work to be done.
Yeah, you can. But ज़्यादा better होगा यार if you explain it in terms of formula, the rate of doing work. Yeah, work done per unit time. कहा आपने भी ठीक है, बस लफ्जों का हेर फेर है. Yes, Ifra. Work done upon time. So power is work done upon time or rate of doing work, या work done per unit time. Now, show that SI base unit of power are kg ms minus kg m square s minus 3. So power is according to the definition work upon time. Work को break down करेंगे, force into displacement, while time remains as it is. Now I am replacing the quantities by base units. Force as a base unit kg ms minus 2. Distance or displacement as a base unit m, or time as a base unit second. So kg mass into mass becomes m square s minus 2, और ये वाला s जब ऊपर आएगा it will become -1. kg m square s minus 3. तो हमने प्रूव कर दिया. ठीक है बेटा. अब एग्जामिनर इज सेइंग ऑल बॉडी रेडिएट एनर्जी. तमाम बॉडीज एनर्जी रेडिएट करती हैं. द पावर P रेडिएटेड बाय बॉडी इज गिवन बाय दिस. ये वाला भी हमारे पास A2 का डिस्कशन है. मतलब somehow a formula like this you'll have in A2. P is thermodynamic temperature. A is surface area and K is a constant. बोला है ऐसा ही बेस यूनिट ऑफ K निकालना, तो जिसका भी आपने बेस यूनिट निकालना है उसे सब्जेक्ट बना लो. तो K will be equals to power upon 84. Power के base unit we have already found out, that is kg m square s minus 3. Area is meter square and temperature is Kelvin. Power 4 है तो power 4 प्लेस कर दिया. ठीक है. Now kg beta m square and m square are cancelled out. K की पावर ऊपर आएगी तो -4 हो जाएगा s minus 3. तो kg Kelvin की पावर -4 s minus 3 are the base units of K. G, Iman, you can also write this. अच्छा, it's not necessary कि जो सीक्वेंस मैंने लिखी है वो आप ही लिख, आप वो सीक्वेंस भी आप लिखें, आप आगे पीछे कर सकते हैं. जस्ट लाइक ईमान फर्स्ट रोट kg, then s minus 3, then k minus 4, equally good है. ठीक है. Examiner will not deduct any mark if you place kg first or meter first or Kelvin first. The base units should be same, the same powers. Cool. So now okay, on figure 1.1, sketch a variation of t square with p. A remains same. अब जरा ऊपर चलें. T square with p. T square with p. नो ग्राफिंग अभी हम लोगों ने नहीं पढ़ी है, तो ये वाला पार्ट रोकना पड़ेगा हमें. ठीक है. तो जितना हमारा यहाँ तक सेक्शन 1 सेक्शन 2 का पार्ट था वी डिड. कोई सवाल है यहाँ तक? यू कैन आस्क, अदरवाइज we'll move to one of the questions. Okay. Okay, man. बेटा, whenever I say कि कोई सवाल है तो kindly let me know if you have question or not, so that I have a green signal either to go ahead or either to stop and
No
read the
question.
question. Okay. So आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay, let me tell you the reference. October, November 2017, P21. Question 1. And in this part, drag force FD. But no matter which force you are talking about, if the nature of quantity is force, the base units are kg ms minus 2. Okay? Acting on the sphere, moving through the fluid is given by the expression, where k is a constant, rho density, v speed. SI base unit निकालने k के. Once again, what we'll do? We'll make k as subject. K equals to F B, which is drag force upon density speed square. Okay. Now force as base unit, kgms minus 2. Density as base unit, kgm minus 3. Speed as base unit, ms minus 1. क्योंकि स्क्वायर है तो स्क्वायर प्लेस कर दिया. kg से kg कैंसिल कर दें. Now ms minus 2 upon m minus 3 and जब आप पावर देंगे it will become m square and this will become s minus 2. So once again s minus 2 to s minus 2 cancelled out. Okay, let me see man. s minus 2 तो कैंसिल आउट हो गया, तो s तो नहीं आएगा, बाकी देखते हैं. And what we are left with meter and नीचे m minus 1. तो meter, और जब one that m minus 1 moves above, it will become plus 1. And we have meter square as the base unit of T. See, this small question, अगर ये पेपर 1 में पूछा जाता, it would have been asked against 1 mark, but here we are getting 3 marks. This is the beauty of paper 2. ठीक है? Yes, Amtul, it's m square. ये काइनेमेटिक्स के टॉपिक का है, जो अभी हमने पढ़ा नहीं है, तो हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. Reference May June 2017 P22 question 1. State 2 base units. He's not talking about the base quantities, he's talking about the base units other than kilogram, meter, second. Okay. Though Efra said Kelvin and ampere. Yes. I told you in our AS syllabus, we have 5 quantities. Length, having unit meter, mass, having unit kilogram, time, having unit second. The remaining 2 are electric current, ampere, and thermodynamic temperature, Kelvin. Volt nahi, ampere. Okay? Kelvin and ampere. Now, determine the SI base unit of resistivity. I think हमने ये अपने रेगुलर लेक्चर्स में किया है. नहीं किया तो मैं आपको समझाता हूं कि रेजिस्टिविटी क्या है. रेजिस्टिविटी का टॉपिक वी विल कवर इन चैप्टर 9. जी, चैप्टर 9. ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नाम का चैप्टर है. दैट चैप्टर विल कवर रेजिस्टिविटी. And resistivity is having a formula as the same symbol as the symbol of density, that is curve P. Rho कहते हैं इसे. And the formula is RA upon L, where R is resistance, A is cross-sectional area, and L is the length. Now, first of all, we have to simplify the formula. So R is broken down into voltage upon current, while A upon L remains same. Furthermore, that voltage is broken down into work done per unit charge, while A, I, and L remain same. And furthermore, that work is broken down into force into displacement, while A, Q, I, L remain same. ठीक है? तो वंस अगेन टाइमलाइन सुने, आर को मैंने ब्रेक डाउन किया वी ओवर आई में, फिर वी को मैंने ब्रेक डाउन किया डब्ल्यू अपॉन क्यू में, फिर डब्ल्यू को मैंने ब्रेक डाउन किया एफ इंटू डी में. दिस इज द टाइमलाइन. ठीक है, तो आर की जगह वी ओवर आई आया, वी की जगह डब्ल्यू अपॉन क्यू आया, बाकी ये तीन ऐसे ही रहे, एंड डब्ल्यू की जगह एफ इंटू डी आया, बाकी ये चार ऐसे ही रहे. ओके, now this is the stage we will replace the quantities by base units. So G ms minus 2 for distance or displacement meter, for cross sectional area meter square, for charge hota hai current into time, that means AS, for current A ampere, and for length meter. Meter se meter cancelled out. So kg m into m square is m cube. S minus 2. And when that S comes above, it becomes minus 1. Similarly, A into A square, when it moves above, A raised to the power minus 2. And the final answer we are having G m cube x minus 3 A minus 2 is the SI base unit for resistivity. Yes,
भैया
Amatul.
फॉर्मूला की डेरिवेशन प्लीज एक्सप्लेन कर सकते
किस चीज की डेरिवेशन?
हैं यही फॉर्मूला की डेरिवेशन.
Okay. Rho equals to R A upon L is the actual formula for resistivity. First of all, I broke resistance as voltage upon current, while A upon L remains same. Then I broke voltage into work done per unit charge, while A, I, and L remain same. Then I broke work into force into displacement, while A, Q, I, L remain same. Okay. You can also break charge into current into time. ठीक है, जो कि मैंने डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे इसके यूनिट पुट कर दिए. तो यहाँ पे भी against 3 marks, the same thing which he asked in paper 1 against 1 mark, वो ही काम हमसे 3 marks के लिए पूछ रहा है. ये तो अच्छी बात है. ओके, तो अभी तक हमने जो सेक्शन 1 सेक्शन 2 करे हैं उनमें यही सवाल लाया कर रहा है. क्लियर? Let me know if I can move ahead or let me know if you have questions. ठीक है बेटा. गुड वन. ये सवाल अच्छा है. मई जून 2017 P21. Let me tell you one thing. We started from October, November 2018, and now we are at May, June 2017. और अभी तक हम लोग 3 से 4 सवाल कर चुके हैं. Look at the probability of coming this topic in the paper. That is why I invest a lot of time in this topic. That is why मैं जितने पास पेपर करवा लूं मुझे लगता है कम है, because as much practice as you put in this topic You are certain that much about that topic. Okay. SI base unit of stress. Beta, stress is basically a type of pressure. So pressure is force per unit area. And what is stress? Deforming force per unit area. बात तो एक ही है. So stress is written by the symbol this. This is known as sigma. हम chapter 6 में पढ़ेंगे stress के बारे में, which is force upon area. Force is kg ms minus 2 and area is m square. So kg m 1 minus 2 s minus 2. ठीक है. And kg,
Yes, sir.
अच्छा कुछ आया नहीं, saying kg m minus 1 s minus 2. ठीक है. Once again, 2 marks. Now, a beam PQ is clamped so that the beam is horizontal. Total mass M of 500 grams hung from end Q and the beam bends slightly. देखिए beam थोड़ा सा slightly bend कर गई है. Let me use another color. तो initially beam थी ऐसी, लेकिन beam a bit slightly bend कर गई है. The length L of the beam from the edge of the clamp R to end Q is 60 centimeters. मतलब ये लेंथ आपको बताया हुआ है 60 centimeter. One more thing I want to teach you guys, that try your level best to understand the question. देखें, you have seen me solving the past papers. I highlight or underline each and everything which I find important. And wherever I see that I should label in order to keep the things in front of me, I label. This is how you make sure that you can decrease the amount of mistakes you can make. The width B of the beam is 30 millimeter. So width B of the beam is 30 millimeter. The beam की width, I think this will be 30 millimeter. I think, okay, देखते हैं. The thickness D of the beam is 50 millimeter. Thickness 50 millimeter दी हुई है. The material of the beam has a Young modulus E. हमें इन न्यूमेरिक वैल्यूज की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, ठीक है, या हो सकता है पड़े, नहीं पड़ेगी, सॉरी पड़ेगी. Mass M is made to oscillate vertically. Mass M is oscillating like this, vertically, up and down. The time period T of the oscillation is this. अब इतनी सारी चीजें इसने मुझे दे दी हैं. What I'm doing, I'm highlighting the important things by, or I'm writing down the important things. Simple as that. Thickness है 5 millimeter. Time period है 0.858 सेकेंड. तो ये सारी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें मैंने लिख ली हैं so that I don't have to go here and there just to find the numeric values. Okay. The period is given by the expression. We have the expression. Determine E, that is Young's modulus, in gigapascals. हमें gigapascals में E निकालना. तो सबसे पहले तो देखो, हमारा target is in the under root. What do we have to do in order to get rid of the root? अगर हमें E, that is Young's modulus, को रूट से बाहर निकालना है, हमें क्या करना होगा? Yes, Iman, we have to, no, square, taking square on both sides. Yes, Rabia, we have to take a square on both sides. So, देखिएगा, squaring both sides. So, like this. ठीक है बेटा? Now, t square equals to, अब ये square सबको मिलेगा, तो 2 pi becomes 4 pi square. And when that square is given to the root, you are left with 4ml cube upon e b d cube. तो स्क्वायर से रूट कैंसिल आउट हो गया अब, ठीक है? नाउ जस्ट सिंप्लीफाई, t square equals to 4 multiplied by 4 becomes 16 pi square m l cube upon e b d. What do we need to find? Young's modulus. सब्जेक्ट बनाए तो यंग मॉडुलस जाएगा इधर, t स्क्वायर जाएगा इधर, 16 pi square m l cube upon t square b d cube. When your working is a bit longer, इस तरह sections बना दिया करें, just to make sure your work is as crystal clear as possible. Because what I say when I'm solving the past papers, I'm not writing the answer. I'm having conversation with the examiner. अब जितनी साफ सुथरी कन्वर्सेशन होगी, एग्जामिनर उतनी अच्छे से मेरी बात समझेगा. Similarly, try your level best to give the examiner the best experience he can have to have a conversation with you. साफ सुथरी, crystal clear, हर चीज हो. Because I understand one thing, examiner has to check thousands of papers. एक साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट होता है ना, अब इतने सारे पेपर के बाद वो बेचारा थका हुआ है, उस बच्चे का पेपर चेक कर रहा है जिसे वो जानता नहीं है, और उसी दौरान उसके पास एक पेपर आता है जिसमें ईशान नंदर किशोर अवस्थी ने ए लेवल्स का पेपर अटेम्प्ट किया हुआ है. पेपर पे एबीसी डिस्को हुई हुई है, गंदगी हुई हुई है, ठीक है? तो क्या होगा, उसका दिमाग साइकोलॉजिकली उतना पॉजिटिव नहीं होगा उस पेपर के बारे में, एंड मे बी ही वोंट गिव यू दैट मच गुड मार्क्स. तो आई मेट around 3 principal examiners of all around the globe related to physics. पता है तीनों ने एक ही बात कही, if I choose you lose. मतलब बोलते हैं अपने स्टूडेंट से बोलो, if your student depends on us that we will give them marks, we won't. हम नहीं देंगे मार्क्स, ठीक है? आप हमारे रिश्तेदार नहीं हैं, हम आपको मार्क्स नहीं देंगे. So in this case, have the conversation with the examiner as clear as possible. Understood? Now, let me put the values. E equals to 16 multiplied by pi is 3.142. Square है तो square लगा दिया. What is the value of m? We don't have the value of m. Yes, we do. M equals to 500 grams. Now, keep one thing in mind. We have to put each and everything in SI units. So 500 gram is basically 0.5 kg. Yes, Amatul. Multiply by length. What is the value of length? अब length put करनी है. Length की value क्या है? 60 centimeter. ऐसा यूनिट्स में 0.6 मीटर्स। ठीक है बेटा, क्यूब है तो क्यूब लगा दिया, डिवाइडेड बाय टी टाइम 0.58 ऑलरेडी सेकंड में, नो नीड टू कन्वर्ट, स्क्वायर है स्क्वायर लगा दिया। बी इज द width which is 30 millimeter, तो 30 millimeter is 30 exponent minus 3 meter. Just divide 30 millimeter by 1000, you'll have your answer in meter. Thirty exponent minus 3. And finally, what is the last thing? Thickness, 5 millimeter. So 5 millimeter is equivalent to 5 exponent minus 3. Just divide that 5 millimeter by 1000, you will have your answer in meter. So 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. क्यूब है तो क्यूब लगा दिया। नाउ आई हैव टू सॉल्व दिस। देखिएगा, ये आ गया हमारा कैलकुलेटर। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले तो आप न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर को चूज कर लें। 16 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3.142 स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाई बाय 0.5 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 0.6 क्यूब। ठीक है, डिवाइडेड बाय 0.58 स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाई बाय 30 एक्सपोनेंट minus 3 multiply by 5 exponent minus 3 क्यूब है तो क्यूब लगा दिया। and what do we got as an answer? 1.35 exponent 10, and the units are, because we took each and every unit as SI unit, तो young modulus का भी SI unit आएगा, which is pascals. But he asked us to write the answer in gigapascals. So in order to make sure giga, क्या पावर होती है giga? Which power according to the prefixes is giga? Amatul is saying 10 raised to the power 9. Yes. So देखें बेटा, what do I have to do? Yes Iman, it's 10 raised to the power 9. तो देखें, मैं दबाऊंगा यहाँ पे ENG का बटन, तो ये देखा खुद ही इसने कन्वर्ट कर लिया। ठीक है, तो 13.52 exponent 9, यानी if we have bigger power and we want to convert our answer to smaller exponent, we put ENG। तो देखो अब 10 raised to the power 6 पे चला गया, एक और मर्तबा ENG प्रेस करूंगा 10 raised to the power 3 पे चले जाएगा। But if I have to increase the power, what do I have to do? Shift ENG, shift ENG, shift ENG। ठीक है, और अगर मैं सिर्फ ENG पे दबा रहा हूं तो पावर विल बी डिक्रीज्ड। तो 13.5 into 10 raised to the power 9 पास्कल। ठीक है बेटा, नाउ अब इसके अंदर दो ट्वीक की कीमत है। पहली, we replace 10 raised to the power 9 by giga। दूसरी, whenever you are not directed that how many significant figures you should write in your answer, so always go with 2 significant figures. Here 1 2 3, we have 3 significant figures, but we should write our answer in 2 significant figures until or unless examiner खुद डिमांड कर रहा है मुझे 3 significant figure में जवाब दो। तो in 2 significant figures I have to round it off। तो राउंड ऑफ का रूल क्या है? मेरी एक बहुत छोटी सी स्टूडेंट ने मुझे सिखाया था, 4 or more raise the score. उल्टा बोल दिया. 4 or 5 or more. सॉरी, वापस लिखवाता हूँ. 5. I'm being a bad student of my student. 5 or more raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. ठीक है भाई. So here you can see 5 or more raise the score. So in terms of two significant figure, it will become 14, and you don't have to write units. Units are already written. So you just have to write 14. This is it. This is the working of whole question. कोई rocket science नहीं थी. You just need patience to write down these steps so that you don't miss anything. क्योंकि बहुत complexity थी calculation में. ठीक है. And आपने कैलकुलेटर भी देखा मैंने किस तरीके से आपके सामने यूज करके आपको दिखाया है, so that you can see how can you deal the complex calculation in one go. Cool. Once again, if you want to get registered, Sir Salman, तो WhatsApp कर दो. सही बेटा, यहाँ पे क्लियर है. अच्छा बेटा, how many of you are in Karachi? बेटा जितने करो ज्यादा बेटर है. Okay, let me see. Iman is in Karachi. Tala is in Karachi. ठीक है. The reason I'm asking, मैंने अपने स्टूडेंट्स का एक छोटा सा रियूनियन रखा है. टाइमिंग्स थोड़े से ऑड है, लेकिन बच्चे आएंगे. सो संडे मॉर्निंग 8 to 11 PM हमने एक ब्रेकफास्ट रियूनियन रखा है, जिसमें आई मीट विद माय स्टूडेंट. तो वो स्टूडेंट भी हैं जिन्हें 2010 में पढ़ाया था, और वो भी हैं जो पिछले साल के स्टूडेंट हैं. तो या एंड बहुत सारी चीजें डिस्कस करनी है. आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट देयर गोल्स एंड हाउ टू अचीव देम, हाउ टू पेव द पाथ फॉर दोज गोल्स. So there's a lot to talk about. So if you are in Karachi, send me a message. I'll share you one of the messages जहां पर आयान जूम पे नाश्ता कैसे करवाऊं तुम्हें. तो
सर नाश्ता हम कर लेंगे, लेकिन मौजूदगी
चलो
की
ठीक
होती है
है.
ना.
हाँ, जूम पे एक वैसे मैं मीटिंग जरूर रखूंगा. मे बी संडे को रखूं आप लोगों की. रिजल्ट सेलिब्रेशन करेंगे इंशाल्लाह. तो मैं आपको, अगर आप मुझे मैसेज करते हैं इफ यू आर इन कराची, आई सेंड यू अ मैसेज. उसमें हमारी वेबसाइट का लिंक है. द वेबसाइट इज बेसिकली कोठारी एजुकेशन. दिस इज बेसिकली an organization of teachers like me who are working for the cause of betterment of student. Basically we are targeting children empowerment. जितनी मुश्किलात हमने उठाई हुई हैं यहाँ तक पहुंचने के लिए, हम चाहते हैं आप ना उठाएं. तो वी आर वर्किंग फॉर द betterment of our kids and Pakistan. उससे रिलेटेड नाश्ता भी हो जाएगा, थोड़ी अच्छी बहुत बातें भी हो जाएंगी, 2-4 स्टूडेंट की सक्सेस स्टोरीज है वो भी वो शेयर करेंगे. तो दैट विल बी अ हेल लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. तो अगर आप मैसेज करें इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, ये टाइमिंग्स हैं। पीसीएचएस में हमारा ये इवेंट होगा at the home of one of my team member. Cool. So ये हमारा सवाल हो गया. Thank you for hearing me out. Let's try to do one more small question. And this is what we can do. Let me tell you the reference. October-November 2016 P22. Question 1. Define pressure. Force per unit area. Simple as that. Ayan, you are from Saudi.
सर यूएई में रहता हूँ.
UAE में रहते हो. Is UAE far from Saudi? I don't know.
नहीं सर, बहुत करीब है.
करीब है.
गाड़ी से जा सकते हैं.
अच्छा.
जी.
तो इंशाल्लाह दिस दिसंबर मैं अपने पेरेंट्स को उम्रा करवाने लेके जाऊंगा. हो सकता है मुलाकात हो हमारी.
इंशाअल्लाह से.
So show that the SI base units of pressure are kg m-1 s-2. Easy peasy. Pressure equals to force per unit area. Force is kg ms-2 and area is m square. ऊपर लेकर आए तो ये g m-1 s-2. अच्छा, try your level best. The questions like these, try to emphasize on the answer. आपका जो फाइनल आंसर है ना उसके ऊपर थोड़ा फोकस डाल दीजिएगा, like this, so that examiner gets to know this is the final product you have. Cool. Maybe our class will be extended up to 2 to 3 more minutes. ये सवाल कंप्लीट करते हैं. Gas flows through the narrow end of the pipe, which is called nozzle, under certain conditions. Mass m that of gas that flows through the nozzle in short time t is given by equation. K is constant with no units. C is the quantity that depends upon nozzle size. मुझे लगता है C के बारे में पूछ रहा है. बेस यूनिट निकालना है C के. Rho is the density, P is the pressure. Okay. Base unit of C. First thing first, make C a subject. But उससे पहले एक problem है. We can't deal with under roots. We have to get rid of under root. And in that way, what do we have to do? Squaring on both sides. So in that way, m square upon t square equals to k square c square, और इनका रूट और स्क्वायर कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. रो p. So we want to focus on c. C square will be equal to m square upon k square c square रो p. ठीक है. नाउ अब मैं यूनिट्स लिखने जा रहा हूं. तो मास एज यूनिट केजी, स्क्वायर है तो स्क्वायर लगा दिया. के डज नॉट हैव एनी यूनिट. एग्जामिनर ने ऊपर हमें बता दिया है. टी सेकंड, स्क्वायर है तो स्क्वायर लगा दिया. डेंसिटी केजी m-2. इन प्रेशर का केजी m-1 s-2. तो सी 1 kg, the kg cancel. And the other kg is cancelled by the other kg. So what do we have? ऊपर कुछ नहीं बचा. नीचे second and second क्या होगा? S square minus 2 and m minus 3 minus 1. So what we have is x to the power 0 and to the power minus 4. Anything which is power 0 equals to 1. We don't have to write. And m minus 4 जब ऊपर आएगा, it will become 4. Then c square equals to m square. He did not ask about the base units of c square. He asked about the base units of c. So now put root on both sides. So what will happen? C equals to m square. So base unit of c is m square. And this is how, yes, Amatul, this is how we completed this 5-marker question. Understood? So we got a flavor from paper 1 as well as paper 2. Now what I believe, in the next class, we should start the next topic, which is one of the most important topic. जितना important topic base units है ना, उतना ही important topic अगला topic है uncertainties. मतलब if you have done uncertainties and you already did base units, आप एक सवाल साइड में कर दें. You are sure about one question. Either the question will come from base units, either the question will come from uncertainty, or either the question will come with the combination of both topics. इतनी certainty है इन दो topics की paper में. Understood? So if you guys have any question, you can ask. You can discuss your doubts by opening the microphone or writing in the chat box. If not, we can conclude the class. Perfect, Ifra. What about the others? Amatul, Ashbar, Ayan, Dina, Ifra, Mahad, Hamza, Rabia, Ali Talha, Tuba Irfan, Uruk, Nawaz. Right now, I am your examiner. Have a good conversation with me, either through microphone or either through chat box. I was समझ में वरना आता मजी सटक ली. Cool.